Welcome. Definitely not first take, but welcome to the top.
Derek D in the house, bitch.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. Top corner dog football podcast episode. Well, I'm here with Fintan and Eric, and
Derek D in the house, bitch.
I'm gonna brutally molest you. But first we're gonna start off with Arsenal, so I'm gonna pass them. Well, I can't really pass them like the Fintan. I can't really pass them like the Fintan, but I can kind of like there we go. But nothing really. But I'm gonna ask Fintan how he thinks Arsenal form this season has been, and just like the players and Arteta's style of play this season. So go ahead, Brev.
They ain't gonna do shit to keep on starting Gabriel Jesus. He's white.
Eric, just to correct you on that, he's not started one game. So
Suck my dick. Continue, bitch.
Form.
Eric, shut the fuck up. Let him speak, man.
We'll go form. It's been better than the start of last season, 100%.
Yeah.
We haven't lost the game yet. Obviously, we had that tough 4 games of Spurs, Atalanta, and obviously City all the way, and we've got 2 draws, one 5 seconds away. Not mentioned that. Atalanta is just a shit. One of the worst games of football.
You are
watching
missing
the world.
Odegaard though, to be fair.
Yeah. Spurs away. Gabriel. A corner's a penalty. That's all I'm saying. We get a corner, it's a penalty. I think if we continue with this form, it's definitely title winning
Form.
form.
Mm.
But with City losing Rodri and their form out Rodri, that just raises the confidence a bit more.
Yeah, I feel like City losing Rodri is like a mass. It's literally yours to lose, really. At this point, I won't lie to you.
Yeah. City, I don't think they've lost a game with Rodri starting.
Nah, I think it's like 31% win rate. Without Rodri, and then it's like a 13. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong here, but yeah. Yeah, I think he's a really good title contenders, to be honest. I don't know about Chelsea, but I'm gonna move on to Eric now.
Jackson, make my blood boil.
Why does he make your blood boil, Eric?
Because he's fucking shit. All those Chelsea fans that be saying he's good can piss off. He's wank. He can't score. I don't care about those 2 goals. And the only reason why he assisted Palmer was because he missed the 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how. Madueke, I hate that guy with a passion. Most selfish bitch known to man. He cannot pass the fucking ball. I swear on my life, man. Can't pass the fucking ball. Bro thinks he's from South London, mate. You went to fucking private street, stupid bitch. Pass the fucking ball. Pass the fucking ball.
Calm down.
And then Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
My South London nigger. Okay, no boys, I'm black, so yeah.
Alright, fair enough. We'll keep it in. I'm allowed.
You can learn that.
Nah, I'm allowed. I'm keeping that in, bro.
So
where do you think you're gonna come in the league?
Sancho, I'm only saying he's good because he got 3 assists, but that's actually not the case. Because if I was to focus on stat pad, then Nicholas Jackson would be good. He's wank. I don't care about those 3 goals. I don't care about the assists he got. He's fucking shit. He can't score to save his life. If you see that, okay, I'm actually going to be serious now. Like, none of this, alright, so if you see that pass by Palmer, and then somehow he managed to miss, you guys know what I'm talking about, where Palmer made a beautiful ball to him.
Yeah.
KDB level, on that left boot, and then Nicholas Jackson easy could square it. He messes up his feet, and then I don't even know what happened. It was a good block by the defender, but realistically, any top striker scoring that.
Yeah.
Any striker scoring that. Like, genuinely. So, Nicholas Jackson, Palmer is easily our best player, But the thing about it is that he's I think he plays as an attacking midfielder because I think we play a 4-2-3-1. So we have four at the back, two centre mids, and then Madueke on the right, Sancho on the left, and then Palmer in the middle as Jackson as a striker.
Yeah.
So we can't really be relying on Palmer to be scoring goals because like that's what that's what our striker should do. But if we keep Jackson, it is insane. Looking at Jackson play just makes me cry on why we didn't sign Osimhen. Why did Enzo Maresca think it's a good idea to keep fucking Michael Jackson? He is literally, I don't even know what to say about that guy up front. That guy, I've never seen a player so bad at one-on-ones. I've never been so, like, whenever I see a player on one-on-ones, I'm like, he's gonna score. Jackson, no, I don't think he's gonna score. So I'm not gonna rant about Jackson because
I think you
I'd
have
actually
already, to
kill
be
myself.
honest.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on my two midfielders.
Yeah.
Well, centre mids, Caicedo and Enzo, great players. Genuinely good partnership, great defensive. I think Caicedo's a bit more better at defensive, except that we don't talk about when he passed, when he should have cleared it. We don't
Yeah.
talk about that. But I think Caicedo's a really great player. Enzo as well. And now let's go to our defense.
The best part
The
is coming
shitty. Gusto's good.
up.
Easily one of the best right backs in the league, if not the world. I'm not being biased. I actually genuinely think he's real good. Cucurella, he's decent, but he's he's very inconsistent at times. Sometimes his defense is a bit bad. I think he's decent though. He could definitely improve. I know you guys hate him, but and then we're gonna go on to that keeper. That keeper. Yeah.
Any thoughts about that keeper, Eric? Our fault for 2 of the goals. Yes. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, can you? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Since Edouard Mendy, I've been traumatized of keepers making silly mistakes because Edouard Mendy was absolute rubbish on his feet, and we decided to sign Sanchez, and he's just as bad.
If not worse, to be honest with you. I won't lie.
Probably worse.
It could be worse.
So yeah, I don't really want to get the two centre backs are decent, but I think they could be a lot better at the back. They could be a lot better. I've really analysed them. The players I've really analysed is that defense was just too bad for me to really analyse and more focus on the good that game.
Yeah.
So I focus on Palmer. Well, he's our best player. Fuck off with that man, bro. He's never played for us again.
Yeah.
Okay, so I focus on Palmer. Obviously, 4 goals. First player in Premier League history to score 4 goals.
Congrats.
In first half. Yeah. Sancho, I think he's really good, to be honest with you. Unlucky that goal was disallowed. But I think Sancho's good. What? It was offside though. Yeah, but he was unlucky. At least he got an assist though. What, 3 assists in his first 3 games for Chelsea? And this is not even a stat pad because he's actually played well. He actually deserves those. Unlike Michael Jackson up front, who the biggest stat pad known to man. He scores 2 goals against who did we play? They scored 2 goals.
West Ham.
He scores 2 goals against West Ham, and Chelsea fans were like, "Oh, he's one of the best." No, he's not. He's fucking shit. I want him gone.
You want him
but,
gone? Who would you bring in?
I don't want him.
If you couldn't get Osimhen, who would you bring in? Who would you bring in instead of Jackson? Is there any players on your mind that you would love to have at Chelsea? Even if it's unrealistic, who would you like?
Holland.
Haaland.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know about Haaland. The reason why Haaland's a great player, but he just stands at the box. He he doesn't really do much. He just stands and just waits for the deliveries.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you see. I don't know our tactics because we've had how many managers have we had in like the past 5 years? A lot.
Over 9.
Or so.
Over
We've
9.
had two. We've had too much, so I don't know how Maresca plays. I don't know what type of football he plays. I know it's not Thomas Tuchel's boring defensive football. It did win us a Champions League, but he got caught out.
Yeah.
So I don't know about his. I'm yapping too much, but okay, I'm just gonna say the players I think is good. Palmer.
Okay.
Oh, did you like what I said or not?
Oh, bro, I was just listening. I was enjoying what you were saying, bro.
Oh, okay. So okay, so okay, so yeah, like I said, I don't really know the tactic. I want to know. So obviously, yesterday's game, I'm more focused on the good than the bad. So the good players that I think are actually good. Caicedo was not good last season, but I think he's slowly picking up. I think towards like the end of last season, he started to get a bit better. But then at the start, he was a bit poor. But I think Caicedo's picking up. Enzo's good. Ancho's good. I know he's not good for you, but he's good for us. I hope he keeps up this form though.
Yeah.
Palmer, obviously Palmer's good.
I mean, if we're speaking right now, if we look at the time, Sancho should be at home playing Ultimate Team as we speak. But
yeah.
But anyway,
Gusto's amazing, genuinely. Like, he's the only player at that back line that I don't have anything bad to say about. Yeah. I think he's a really good right back. I don't know how old he is. Like,
he's like 22, 23, I think.
Yeah, young player. I like that. Not in that way, but I'm younger than him, but
yeah.
He's young, so he has years. Yeah, he has years, and hopefully he's not another Reece James where he just gets injured because. Yeah, I don't want that. Cucurella, again, he's decent, but he can be a bit sloppy at times. And our two defense, Caldwell and is it Fofana?
Yeah, Fofana.
I don't even know.
Yeah, Fofana.
Again, they're decent, but they're prone to make mistakes, like Cucurella.
Yeah.
They're definitely prone to make mistakes. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the good players again. I completely forgot. So Sancho, Palmer, Caicedo, Enzo, one more, Augusto.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Madueke, way too selfish. I feel like we should start Pedro Neto over him, to be honest. Because
I think Pedro Neto's actually good.
Yeah, Pedro Neto, I've watched him play. I've seen him. He is a lot less selfish than Madueke. And I don't know if you know, but Fintan knows how much I hate selfish players. I scream a lot. I just hate them so much because if there was another game, if you know, Fintan, you probably would know, where Pedro Neto was in the position, he could have easily scored, but then Madueke decided to shoot. When if he passed, it would have been a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't remember what game it was, so I think it was the last game. I'm not too sure.
No, it was the last game. He Palmer was, I think it was Palmer. Jackson was through, and he just shot instead of passing.
He does that every time. He does that. And the thing about football is that Madueke may be a good player, but decision making is also key in football. So if you have bad decision making in football, then you're not going to be seen as a good player. Well, I know in my eyes, anyways.
Yeah.
Because. Like, you can have all the talent in the world, but if your decision making is poor, then you're poor. So I think we should drop Madueke. I think Neto's a much better player. I hate to say this, but I hope he has a follow on Maresca, so we can actually start Neto instead of him, because Neto is. No, it's harsh, but Fintan told me that Badiashile fell out with Maresca, and then we
Uh,
don't start him anymore.
that's false. He just had an injury last game.
Oh, fuck's sake. What are you lying to me? Anyway, yeah, so not much to say. I think now the next games I'm gonna really focus more on every player. I focus on the good players, now I'm gonna focus on the bad. But the only bad players I really focused on was Jackson and Madueke. We need to drop them. But I don't know if Nkunku's good enough for that striker role, though. I don't think he's an out-and-out striker. But Jackson's just a shit, though.
Yeah.
I think we should try and start Nkunku instead of Jackson, though. Because it's not going to end well. I don't know why. We're not even playing bad, and I'm still complaining about players. This is what I do.
This is what he does.
This is what I do. This is what I do, bro. If there's one player that pisses me off, whether we win like 7-0, I'll still be fuming. Madueke and Jackson are those players, and Kukurea at times.
What happened?
So yeah,
what happened to Joe Felix, bro?
I think he's just on the
he's on our second team. So our squad depth is really good though. Like we have really good squad depth.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why we signed like 6 keepers though, to be honest. And our best keeper is just Strasbourg.
Yeah.
And we have fucking Sanchez who gave Declan Rice that wonderful assist when we were beating Arsenal that game. Oh, we played so well that game, and yet we managed to draw. Yeah, yeah. So I know I'm yapping, but I'm actually saying factual shit right now about my club.
The only thing I would disagree with is Gusto being one of the best in the world. Maybe best, maybe one of the potentially to be the best in the league, but in the world, not right now, bruv.
Okay, maybe not in the world, but like the thing is that he's in the Premier League, one of the top leagues, and who are other right backs that are like performing well that like we know about.
I mean, there's one that's criminally underrated. Probably one of the players that some United fans would regret to let go is probably Wan-Bissaka at West Ham. He seems to be cooking a bit there, but would I?
Okay.
I would have still sold him, but he's just.
Okay, I'm not gonna.
Now go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I was being a bit biased about Gusto, but I only said that because he's the only player in that back line that's impressing me.
Yeah, the rest are.
The rest, they're a bit dodgy. I won't lie. So
your two centre backs are stable. If you just take out Colwell or Fofana and replace them with Badiashile.
He's worse. He's worse. The thing is that that season not good either.
I did not understand that signing. I'm sorry. Well, you paid like 50 million to Monaco for him, and he hasn't done anything in a Chelsea shirt.
Do you want to check the price tag?
The Sassies, look, I'll be so real. Our centre backs aren't that great. I understand Wesley Fofana was good at Leicester, but he's only coming back from an injury, which he had a season-ending injury, obviously. So it's obviously going to take him time to pick up. He's not a robot. We can't really expect much from a player who just came back from a serious injury like that.
Yeah,
it could be the same as.
It says here 38 million on Badiashile.
Okay, yeah, that's insane.
That's the 45 million.
That's insane. That's really that's around 80 million euros.
No, that's
just on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is genuinely crazy, and we don't even start them. Fofana may give him time though. He came back from an injury, and he's probably not as confident. Caldwell, I think. I don't know. Is Caldwell from our academy or did we sign him? I don't even know about that.
I think he's from the academy, but I will say one thing about Caldwell: he's actually really underrated because the fact he's a natural right back and he's playing centre back and still probably one of the best Chelsea centre backs is actually really good, and I'd probably take him at United.
Again, we'll give them time. Caldwell is a natural right back playing a centre back, and Fofana came back from injury. I'm not gonna rush them.
One
player
you should not have got rid of is Lewis Hall. He was actually really good. I thought he was good.
I think he
Where
wanted to go to Newcastle. I won't lie.
What?
The way he joined Newcastle sounded like he wanted to go.
Yeah, he probably wanted to go, but if you could have kept him, I would have kept him, man, because he actually is really good.
yeah. So not much more, but we just need to talk about the fact that how did Chelsea get Palmer for 40 million? Come on, like that's a bargain.
It
Eric, at
was
the time, I won't lie, at the time
at
you
the
signed him,
time it was not a
it
bargain.
Oh, at the time he was insane. It's
was a
just average
massive
Bowley, be Bowley being Bowley, but
I
it
think you just
turns out now.
I think you just got lucky, to be honest.
Listen, bro, I'll take it. He's carrying our team
No, no,
so
take it.
hard. He's carried our team so hard, but I still think Sancho is really good. Much better than that Stapan merchant up front. Oh my days. Biggest Stapan known
We
to
we
man.
just need a separate episode. Eric rants about Nicholas Jackson.
Bro,
Bro,
I guarantee when we start the podcast, we could like make this right now an episode about Nicholas Jackson and then just restart the podcast. But fuck that, man. That's an effort. But if you don't mind, Eric, I'm
okay,
just gonna. Oh, sorry,
I've
what?
said I've said a lot about Chelsea now,
Yeah,
but I think we're cooking though. Just
I, I,
Madueke,
I have one
Madueke and Jackson
question.
need to go.
I have
Okay,
one
yeah.
question that I've seen from one or two people in the Chelsea fan base.
Well,
Are you title contenders?
that is that is insane. Especially the fact that we're just picking up form now. Me personally, I feel like that's just you. They're just going way above and beyond. Let's be an Arsenal and rebuild slowly. Arsenal came 2 years in a row, and then I think you had a season without Europe, and then you slowly build up, and now you are
It was
one of the
it was
best teams
eight.
in the league.
It was eight win the FA Cup Euro. Then it was
Yeah,
eight the next season. Then it was fifth, I believe. And then for some reason we decided to compete for the title.
exactly. I feel like that's what we should do right now. Because Chelsea fans saying we're title contenders, me personally, that's insane. Because
The
I
thing
don't
with
wanna
that is,
have.
I don't think a team, not many teams, will just say, "Oh, we're just going to compete for a title this year." If they're like
I'm
finishing
not having.
fifth, eighth,
I'm
it's a
not having
start.
high. I'm not having high standards for Chelsea. All I want is top four, max fifth, maximum fifth. I'm not gonna go say I want us to come first, win the league because like it's just way too early to say that. Just too early to say that.
Yeah.
So so yeah, that's about it. Now I want to listen to Sean Rant about United. I'm getting my popcorn ready, bro.
Oh, fuck's sake. I feel like I've already let it out on the match reaction, but what else can I say? I can move on to why we shouldn't sack Ten Hag. And
No, no, no. Errors must come to an end.
oh, shut the fuck up.
I still don't think you should sack him either, to
Thank
be
you.
honest.
But why we shouldn't sack Ten Hag? Because okay, whether you want Ten Hag to leave or not, fair enough. You have your own right to your own opinion. But like all these people saying Ten Hag out and Ten Hag needs to leave and all that.
Give a reason why. Give a reason why.
Exactly. Like
Explain yourself.
don't say Ten Hag out and then and then when someone asks you why, you don't have a response. And I want to bring this to attention to many influencers out there, including one influencer, Nasty. I just want to say this one thing to you, bro. Um, you're a very delusional person. Me and you had very keen discussions in Instagram DMs where I explained to you perfectly why I thought you were wrong, and then you just turned around and told me that my opinion doesn't matter and I needed to go make something in my life. So here I am doing that, currently being better than you anyway. But you came out and said that sack Ten Hag and bring Ollie in as manager, and I just want to
I'm sorry. I am so
what?
sorry.
No, laugh, because it is funny. It is funny. No, laugh.
Nasty, I have nothing against Nasty. I'm not beefing, bro. But come on, bro. Ollie in,
Yeah,
Ollie in. Come on,
don't say
like
bring
no.
don't say bring Ollie back when you know full well what happened when Ollie was here. Yes, we came second, and no, sorry. Yes, we came third. Yes, we came third, and we did get Champions League. But when the year we came third, we were 20 points off first and second. So we did not do that good of a job. We weren't first and second were way better than us. And the second season, we lost the Europa League final, where we didn't even play well in the final. We were lucky to get the penalties. Our goal was a tap in. So yeah, and Ollie's recruitment was shit. He bring in players like Maguire. He bring in players like no, I could be wrong here. Did Ollie bring in Lindelof? I'm pretty sure it was Mourinho that
I
bring
have
in.
no clue.
I think it was Mourinho that bring in Lindelof, but he bring in Maguire and 80 million. You can complain about you can sit here and this not just for Nas, this for all United fans. You can sit here and complain about 80 million for Anthony, 80 million. 60 million for Euro, 45 million for Xerxes, 45 million for Delit, which I don't even think is that bad to be honest. And 32 million for Xerxes. One, how can you blame the manager on the prices when it's not the manager who negotiates the prices? We were offered. I just want to say this out there for anybody that says 80 million on Anthony. In July, before pre-season even started, we were offered Anthony for 40 million pounds sterling, and we said no because we spent the whole summer trying to get Frankie de Jong, and every signing that got offered to us for cheap prices we put on hold because we wanted to get this one player. And then when we shit ourselves, realising we're not going to get Frankie de Jong, we decided to throw 70 million at Casemiro and then 80 million at Anthony, because the owners of the football club realised that they weren't even going to get the signing they wanted in the first place, and they wanted to say, here's two new shiny brand new toys, forget about the prices, let's just hope they perform. So that's not Ten Hag's fault. Okay, Xerxes, okay, you can say Xerxes isn't performing well, Delit isn't performing well, and Ugarte isn't performing well, but it's like you. What about Rashford? What about Casemiro? What about Dalot? Like, they're not performing well either. The whole team's not performing well. Stop encouraging the blame onto the new signings when it's not even their fault. Well, it is their fault. It's the whole team's fault. Sorry, let me rephrase. It's the whole team's fault. It's not one player's fault. It's not Xerxes' fault. It's not Agarte's fault. It's not Onana's fault. It's not Delot's fault. It's the whole team's fault. So stop coming on social media and saying it's only certain players' fault, and stop saying we spent 700 million when that's not correct. Okay, and even if we spent 500 million actually. We've spent $500 million. All right, and we said at the start of this, most United fans said at the start of this that we need 1 billion to compete with Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and we haven't even spent half. We haven't even spent third of the quarter of that, and we're complaining that we've spent 500 million. So we haven't even completed the project yet, and you are sitting here complaining that to get the manager out. This happens all the time. Mourinho came in, Ragnick came in, Ollie came in, Van Gaal came in, what's the name? David Moyes came in. First season was good, second season was shit. By the time the third season came, they weren't even at the club. So if you're going to do this to another manager, the only people that we can blame, we can't blame the players, we can't blame the staff, we can't blame the backroom staff, we can't blame the board, we can't even blame the Glazers this time. The only way Ten Hag is going to get the sack is us, our own fan base, because we're too divided and we hate each other too much when we should unite together and actually support the football club. Like, I didn't see Arsenal fans Arsenal fans when they lost 5-0 to City that year saying Arteta out, and I remember Fintan even had a profile picture with Arteta out. But what did the board?
I made that profile picture.
Nah, but what did the board do? They didn't listen to the fans and they stuck by the manager, and look where Arsenal are now. So that's what the board of Manchester United needs to do. Otherwise, we're going to fail as a club. We used to be the biggest club in England. We're not now anymore. The biggest club in England, regretfully, is probably Manchester City now because they've won a treble. Even if it wasn't the best treble and it wasn't better than our one, but even though our one was better, they still won one. They still have the possibility to do 3 in a row, which no Premier League club has ever done before but us. So we can't live off history. We can't live off beating Arsenal 8-2 or beating Chelsea 4-0, or we can't live off beating Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield. We can't live off the Busby Babes. We can't live off 99 scoring in Nou Camp. We can't win. We can't live off John Terry slipping. We can't live off any of these moments anymore. And I'm not even saying that as a diss. I'm just saying that as a factual statement. We cannot live off the past anymore, because we're a new football club under new staff, under new construction, under new players. So we have to build our own future and build our own history into something new. Because back in the 80s, when we built our own history, people were like, in 20, 30 years time, which is now, people are going to be talking about this. So what we need to do now is build our own history, where 30 years in the future, people are going to be talking about the history we created today. We can't have people in 30, 40 years time talk about fucking 70, 80 years ago when we beat Bayern Munich in the 99 season. We have to talk about, I don't know, 2 or 3 years later on from now, when if we beat Man City in the Champions League final. That's the moments we have to create for ourselves. And by doing that, we have to stick by the manager and stick by the players. Like, obviously we're gonna have bad performances. It's football. You're not gonna win every game. Now, I know a few teams have gone invincible, but obviously that's because they were really good teams, and I'm not disputing that. But even when they went invincible, they still lost. They still lost in the cup. They didn't win everything. They still lost in the cup. So you're not going to win every fucking game of football. And yes, the performance tonight was absolutely shit. The manager got it wrong. The players got it wrong. We were absolutely shit. The whole team and the manager's to blame. I'm not defending Ten Hag here. Like, I'm just saying, if you want Ten Hag out, yes, that's your own right. But at least explain to me why you want them out, and two, who you're gonna replace that's gonna do a better job than him. The only manager that's probably gonna do a better job than Ten Hag now is Zidane. But we're never gonna get Zidane. So tell me who's gonna be right now. Tell me a manager out there that's not already managing, who is going to do a better managerial job than Ten Hag? No one. Not Ollie, not Tuchel. No disrespect to Eric, but Tuchel's not good enough for Manchester United. Not Ollie, not Tuchel, not Southgate. Definitely not Southgate. So none of them are going to do a better job. Not even Van Nistelrooy is going to do a better job than Eric Ten Hag. There's no one out there that's not already managing that can do a better job now. Obviously, alright, maybe Arteta, maybe Pep, maybe Klopp could do a better job, but they're never going to come to United, so that's them out the window. So that's it really. And the players all played shit today. Our best player was Onana. He stopped us losing 4 or 5-0. I never thought I'd say our best player was Onana, but it was, and he's probably the man of the match on our team. The man of the match on Spurs was probably, do you know what, I'll give it to Mickey van de Ven. I literally rate him as a centre back. He's probably one of the best centre backs. He's up there with Gabriel Saliba.
Oh, Gabriel. Ooh.
He's up there with Gabriel Saliba, Van Dijk, Kanate. He's probably better than Kanate, to be honest with you.
Finally, someone that rates Kanate.
But yeah, if I deep delve into the team today, no one played well, except Onana. The lot. What?
He's got a stupid red card.
To be fair, was the red card? Right. Was the red card? Red card? No, it wasn't.
No.
But these things happen in football. We're not. We still have to. Even if we went 10 men down, we still have to. Like, I don't mind if we lose 1-0, but don't let. If you're 1-0 down and you're 10 men, don't let 2 past you. Just, you know what? Say, alright, today's not our day. Sit back.
Sorry, but even a 1-0 loss will piss me off. I want to win every game.
Yeah, I know, but even I'd rather lose 1-0 than 3-0, mate, to be honest with you. Especially the Spurs. Like, if it's a 1-0 and we got a red card, it's not as bad as getting smashed 3-0 and us getting a red card that we didn't even deserve. So, but should we have scored a goal? Yes, we should have. Spurs keeping a clean sheet against us at home, even if you're a man down, is not really good, to be honest with you. Now, if it was Arsenal, Liverpool, or, not even Chelsea, no disrespect, but if it was Arsenal, Liverpool, or City, I can understand if we didn't score a goal, because they're actually good teams. United are not a good team. I don't understand why Bruno and Rashford are undroppable. There is rumours that there's something in Rashford's contract saying that he has to play a certain amount of games, and if that is true, no, I'm not assuming anything here. I'm not jumping to conclusions, but if that is true and that comes out as factual, I'd sell Rashford next summer if I was the manager. I don't care if he bags 30 goals a season, because you'll be played when you're told to play, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out of the club, really, to be honest with you. And that's my mindset on it. Don't care who you are. If you're Ronaldo, Messi, you'll be told when to play. If I was the manager, I'd be saying if you're told when to play, and if you don't like it, then it's not my problem. Because that's the way Alex Ferguson used to run the club. Roy Keane was always droppable. Ronaldo, it was always droppable. Like 2008, 2009 Ronaldo. Ryan Giggs was droppable. Eric Cantona was droppable. Saka's droppable. Odegaard's droppable. Palmer's droppable. Even Palmer gets taken off every now and again. Palmer's droppable. So these are all players that are 10 times better than Bruno and Rashford, and for some reason Bruno can't be taken off and neither can Rashford. But we can
say something in their contract.
It has to be something in their contract, and that's completely disgraceful as a football club if we're doing that now, because
I don't know how you are still starting Rashford. I won't lie. It just doesn't make. I don't know who's your replacement for him, but Rashford's been poor.
Garnacho on the left, and then
there is.
I forgot about Garnacho.
There is a replacement for Rashford. It's called Garnacho, but we're playing Garnacho out of position, and because we're playing Garnacho,
where you playing Garnacho?
On the right, which is obviously taking up Ahmad's spot. So we're literally
that's stupid. Play Garnacho on so Rashford's a left winger, right?
Yeah.
I think play Garnacho on the left.
Yeah.
Play Ahmad on the right.
That's what I'm saying. We're accommodating Rashford by dropping Ahmad and putting Garnacho on the right. When
Ahmad has talent. I'm sorry for disrupting you, but I just need to say my thoughts. So back to what I was saying. What's going on in Rashford's contract, and why he's playing Rashford? Like, is that a Ten Hag thing? Is that your club thing? What's going on? Because that I don't understand that. I genuinely don't.
Well, us as fans, that's what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out if Ten Hag is just being a stubborn fucker, or we're trying to figure out is there something in Rashford's contract that makes him playable every game. But
because I'm not gonna lie, I do understand United fans. If you set Ten Hag out, if you keep on starting the same players, even though they're doing poor, Rashford is a prime example. Why is he still starting when you have Garnacho and Ahmad as options? It doesn't make sense. He's been terrible for the past few years, and you can vouch.
Well, he's not few years. He did bag 30 goals like 2 seasons ago, but the past two seasons he's been bad.
He's been awful. But like the season before that, he wasn't that good. He just had a 1-season wonder. I respect that. He did good, but again, I focus on consistency in football. I don't focus on you being good for a game or a season and then you're going back to being bad, and people are just going to be like, no, he's good because he was good this season. No. Rashford is awful. It's a fact. Yeah. Why is Ten Hag starting him? That if United fans are Ten Hag out because of that, that's valid.
Yeah, I'm not saying people are wrong for being Ten Hag out. Yes, you can be Ten Hag out. Respect you.
But have a reason.
But tell me who's better that's gonna come in, because there's no one that's better. So.
Oh no, I agree. There's like no one out there. But like you started, Rashford is like, it's the same as, I don't know why we're starting Nicholas Jackson and won't lie. Who else? Has Manu even been good?
Who?
I don't even.
Manu hasn't been. He hasn't had a good start to the season. I will admit that. I don't think anybody. Yeah, I'm not sugarcoating it. I'm not being biased. I genuinely don't think anybody played well today, and that is including Ugarte, De Ligt, Mazraoui. I think the best out of the back four today was Mazraoui, but they still played shit. But go on.
Like, because I'm just seeing United fans, they're saying that Mazraoui has been your best player.
He has.
He's been good. And who else has been a good player? Garnacho. I don't know Garnacho.
Garnacho and Mesraoui have been our best players this season by far.
Yeah, and then our two short midfielders, Ericsson.
Well, the main ones that start are Mainu. Ugarte's only started 1 or 2 games, but he hasn't been the best in the 2 games he's played. But I'm still not gonna judge him just yet. But it usually is Mainu, Ericsson, and Bruno.
All right, and then you have Xerxes up front.
Yeah,
What made you sign Xerxes though?
because he's.
Because
No, I genuinely think he just offers something different than Hoyland, to be honest. Because Hoyland's he's a very I'm not comparing him to Haaland, but the way he moves with the ball is a lot like Haaland. Like he's very strong, he's very powerful when he runs forward. When you have, when you have Xerxes, Xerxes just more technical with the ball, and that's why I think we just signed him as something different. To be honest with you, like he's a lot more technical with the ball, better dribbler than Hoyland, I'd say. But I think we just signed him to have 2 different types of strikers to come on and off the pitch. But obviously Hoyland's probably the better striker, to be with you. But I'm not. If we didn't need a striker, we were gonna try and sign a striker because we only had Hoyland, and I don't think we can't play Rashford up front because he's not really good with his back to goal.
Rashford's not good at it. I know nowadays, but
Yeah, no.
yeah. So I'm not gonna lie. We've talked about players for our clubs that's been bad. You know, I've said Jackson, Madueke's decision making has been poor. I said our backline just need more time, and you said Rashford, Bruno, but Fintan hasn't said anything. So I just want to hear his thoughts about like Arsenal, who's their best players and the worst players, and be honest, bro. Don't be biased and say like everyone's good
Nah,
because
let Fintan cook, man.
no, because we've said about our players. We are brutally honest.
Yeah,
He has to be
but
brutally honest as well.
United are shit though. That's the thing.
Oh no, use our shit, but like we're slowly picking up form, and I've already said players that I don't think have been too good. So Finton needs to say players because there's always going to be a player in a club that's not as good.
Yeah, okay. So let him talk then. Let him talk,
Yeah,
Fintan.
Best player this year.
yeah.
Has to be David Raya.
He's not wrong. Yeah, I'd say the same.
David Raya has probably he's better than last season, and he wasn't even that bad last season. He's made good saves against Villa. He obviously against City, even that penalty save against Atalanta. Basically kept us in a lot of games recently. If I'm going worst player, I'm trying to think about this one now. No, I actually can't think of anyone's like being bad. But if there's
Well,
someone who's had like
think
a
about
bad game,
consistency from like last year and shit.
So I say Martinelli.
Martinelli, yeah.
I say
I don't even think Jesus is that good.
he hasn't started, Eric, so you can't really judge him. To be fair.
I'd say Declan Rice.
I knew he was gonna put an input in here somewhere. I was waiting
Mhm.
for I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it. But go on, Finton.
If there's anyone that thinks he's underperforming, it has to be Martinelli. He's had so many chances in nearly every game this season. The only game he's actually chance was the game yesterday against Leicester. The
Mm,
rest of the games he couldn't finish.
yeah,
Again, another
So it
selfish
has to be Martinelli and then the best player, Raya.
yeah.
again
How
another
would you
selfish.
how long would you give Martinelli before it's time to go, Brev?
I'll give him this season because if I'm going off last game,
Mm.
it does look like he's getting his confidence.
To be
But like
fair,
I have
before
to see his next game.
sorry, what are you saying?
I have to see his next game before I can say,
Is he a
yeah, he's
stat
getting his
pad though?
confidence back.
Is he a
But like
stat pad?
The Leicester game, he did look much better. He was taking on players. He was shooting more. He wasn't taking these silly shots,
Mm.
and obviously his finishing was much better than usual games.
Was he actually passing and like
He
not being
was.
selfish?
He was fascinating.
No way. Anyway, is he was he stat pad in the last game?
No, I think he played well the last game. To be fair,
He
Eric.
played well. He wasn't stat padding.
Alright, fair enough.
He's
Yeah,
probably one of the best players on the pitch of the day.
I watched like some of the Arsenal game yesterday, and then before I moved on to Chelsea because I thought they were gonna lose. But to be fair, the Chelsea game was actually good. But there's some of the goals and some of the minutes I did watch the Arsenal game. I did notice Martinelli was passing the ball a lot more from when I watched him versus City. He was just
That,
kind of running at the players without trying kind of like go anywhere. But yeah, that's my
The
that,
thoughts.
that
the
Chelsea
Leicester
game
game,
was good. Okay, wait,
the
you.
Leicester game, it looked close until obviously we got that goal last minute. But you have to give praise to that Leicester keeper because
Yaz actually
even,
was good.
even when they went 2-2, it could have been like 5-2, 6-2 by the end of the game if it wasn't for that keeper.
Yeah, he was actually really
He
good.
made some mad saves.
If
You're
he
speaking
if
about six.
what do you say?
Nah, like, wait, me, should I talk, or?
I thought you were saying something, Eric. Sorry.
Yeah, I was saying. So, yeah, you're speaking about. So you think you should have won that game 6-2?
That's just a number that came out of my head, but like if you're
Because
going off the 90th minute when you've seen a 2-2, it's a
yeah,
game that you say, yes, they shouldn't have even got the 2-2, but like it shouldn't been on 2-2 for like a minute or even 2 minutes because the Leicester keeper decides to pull Prime Neuer until the third goal went in. And it was an own goal, it was given an own goal check
like
there.
I think you're talking about that. I think that for the Chelsea game, this might be controversial, but I think that we should have got a clean sheet that game. If it wasn't for Sanchez's silly mistakes,
Mm.
I think we should have got a clean sheet because Sean,
The,
you watched the game.
I
You know
watched.
that, right?
the
Watched
team
the
of that
game.
Chelsea game though,
The thing is, though, Eric. The thing is,
if it yes, it should have been a clean sheet, but I also think if Palmer wasn't there, it would have been just and there was no mistakes by
if
Sanchez.
that if
Nil nil.
no 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 if Brighton was anybody inside the now excluding United because we're not good, but if Brighton was anybody inside the top six, I don't think you win that game.
Yeah.
Probably not. But
Palmer, but to be fair, you did win the
What
game.
once someone decide knows how to single out Palmer, I can't see Chelsea winning much games.
the thing is
They
that
they need to find out how to handle Palmer.
the thing is that I think that we I think that that's what I'm saying about Jackson. This is why I don't want Jackson up there because me personally, Jackson has big, he has good deliveries and Palmer, Sancho, good deliveries and even sometimes Enzo and Caicedo could give him good deliveries and he just fucks it up so bad and we
What does
can't
he like
rely
chippy chips?
What?
what
What does he like chippy chips?
Does
anyway.
he like Chippy Chips?
Yeah, of course I know. Yeah, but Sancho, Sancho does his best. Okay, so we're going like our first game when we won 1-0. You guys saying that? You guys saying was it what was who did we play that game? I keep forgetting these games. The one
Spurs.
0
The 1-0.
what? Yeah,
When?
when Nkunku scored.
Oh, I don't know.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. It was a Bournemouth.
Yeah,
I think it
Bournemouth,
was Bournemouth.
Bournemouth. Sancho
I
got the
keep it.
assist.
I yeah. So you guys be thinking that okay? So you guys are saying that it's an average pass, all that type of shit. But like
I said that as a
Sancho,
joke. I said that as a
yeah,
joke.
okay, fair enough. But when Sancho came on in the 45th minute, he was playing really well,
Mm.
and then he passed it to Jackson. And what does Jackson do?
Miss.
Easy chance. He has to score that. He skies it. And then I'm like to myself, if we have this man up front, we can't do any, we're not gonna win games because
Even
we
with
need,
Sancho and Nkunku coming on, and like, obviously you're criticizing Sanchez for that game against Brighton. If I'm being real, if it wasn't for Sanchez against Bournemouth, you lose that game for 4-3 now.
oh yeah, like Sanchez, he's inconsistent, what I'll say. Nicholas Jackson is just a stat pad. Like another game that he stat padded was that hat trick against Tottenham. Tottenham got 2 red cards, and is their manager Ang, right? Or Ange, whatever his name is. No, What's the Tottenham manager's name?
And Eric, you got it
Yeah, it
right the
is.
first time.
Yeah, I listen, but I get mixed up with Arne and Ange.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ange decided to play. Is it a high? What's it called? Like, what's that word for it? Like a high play,
High line.
some high line. Yeah, it's high line. Ange plays a high line when he has when his team has 2 red cards, and Nicholas Jackson gets a hat trick. But you know what Nicholas Jackson got that game as ratings? He got like 6 point something.
Hmm.
If you usually if you score a hat trick, you get like 9s.
Yeah.
But Nicholas Jackson got a mid rating because he was awful that game. He's just a stat pad,
Yeah.
and if if fair enough, you're scoring those chances, well, you have to score. But if you're not taking those chances that like you're getting good deliveries from, what like that could be your only chance of the game, and you miss that, and then what's gonna happen after?
Sorry to interrupt
Like,
you, Eric. Fintan. Fintan.
What?
Are you playing Football Manager?
No.
Bro, I was just like looking at the reflection in your glasses. It just looked like you're playing Football Manager. Nah, I'm joking. But go on.
Personally,
Man.
okay, yeah,
Eric,
what,
I
what?
really do think that Rovers will beat Chelsea.
Yeah, you're not anyway.
Like,
Here
I
we
don't
go.
think I think that Richie Tell will be a bit too much for your team.
Yeah,
And
you're not
Johnny,
beating. Okay, you can say this after, but I just need to talk about like
Nah, keep going.
the
Keep going.
delivery. So, okay, my batteries on my earphones are low, but yeah, we'll just keep on. So, yeah, Sancho came on, getting good passes, dribbling well, good movement on the ball, makes a standard pass to Jackson. Jackson scores it. And Kukun comes on, he scores. Simple. In Kunku, I don't know much about Nkunku because we barely start him, but I do think he's a bit better than Jackson, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So like the fact that Nkunku comes on and scores that, like, and Jackson couldn't, but then the next game Jackson scores 2 goals, and then the thing is that when Jackson scored that first goal, that was the standard pass by Sancho. I'd admit that pass by Sancho was probably just stat padding because Jackson did everything that game, but I still think Sancho played well that game.
Mm.
But yeah, I didn't even celebrate when Jackson scored that because I'm like, oh my days, if he keeps scoring, if he just keeps on stat padding, then our manager's probably gonna start him the next game
Yeah.
because it's like, okay, he plays well, and then Chelsea fans are gonna be like, Jackson's one of the best players and one of the best strikers in the world and shit. He's inconsistent and he's just not good enough. Simple as not consistent enough. Put him against players like Gabriel, Saliba, Kanate, Van Dijk,
Delay.
whatever.
I'm joking.
I don't know much.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Whoever City defense is, I keep forgetting. I don't even know City defense. Put him against them players, he's cooked.
Yeah.
He's cooked.
I'm gonna cut you off, Eric. Yeah, for a sec. Yeah, I just
Yeah.
have the league table in front of me, and I'm gonna go around and ask everybody. So, top 4 at the moment is, I'm gonna say in order. So we have Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. I'm gonna go to Fintan and say, does that stay the same order or does that move around a bit?
That moves around.
Okay, how does it move around?
4th place. If I'm going off right now, 4th place will stay Chelsea.
Yeah.
Third can be anyone. But I'm gonna say like last season, eventually Liverpool have a little bit of a fall off, and that'll just finish them third. First and second can go either way. The City lost Rodri. That's gonna be a big loss for them, but Arsenal gonna have losses as well.
Hmm.
Like you can't really call first and second. But if you're going off now, like if when we get Odegaard back, and that if they don't get a replacement for Rodri, I don't think their consistency will be the same.
Yeah.
Like, their win rate is much
I mean,
different
the
with
first game after they lost Rodri, they dropped points to Newcastle.
yeah. So if you're going like Arsenal have not much injuries, I'll say will come first, but if we get injuries and it'd be the same type of loss as Rodri, he can change. So
Yeah.
you can't tell.
I'm gonna move on to Eric. What do you think? So we have Liverpool, City, Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. Does it stay the same or does it like move around?
Liverpool are not staying top.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't think so.
all right. So
Um,
who's top?
I'll be so real. I don't know. I barely watch Rodri. I've never actually analysed them. You
You
guys
don't
may
need
think
to
I'm
watch them. You just
stupid.
need to look. Just look at the stats written about Rodri. It's much different.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had a chance to look at that. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know how City are with and without Rodri. I'm just gonna say, so because I haven't seen the stats, so don't get pissed off at me. I'm gonna say City are gonna be first, just because I haven't seen the stats and I don't know much about Rodri, to be honest. And I'll say Arsenal would be second. I think Arsenal are a bit better than Liverpool, to be honest, because Liverpool didn't play particularly well against um was it West Ham? No, it wasn't West Ham they played.
Wolves.
Well,
Wolves.
Wolves.
No,
That
they
was
didn't. Me and
it. Was
Eric watched that game. They were actually bad.
they didn't play particularly well. I think Arsenal are a bit better than Liverpool. So because I don't know about City without Roger and I didn't see the stats, I'm gonna say City first. I'm gonna say Arsenal second, and then I'm gonna say Liverpool third, and then I'm gonna say Chelsea four. But the thing is that we could fall inconsistent if Jackson doesn't take his chances,
Yeah.
and if and our defense just needs to improve slowly. Colwell is getting used to the centre back spot. For Fan, I understand he was injured, so he's just picking up form. Cucurella, I think he's decent, but he just makes some mistakes. Madueke, if you're going to be selfish like that against clubs like Arsenal or City or Liverpool, then you're cooked. We're
Yeah.
cooked. Simple as. So I do think we're going to keep that fourth spot, but you never know. Tottenham could catch up eventually. Um,
Oh, I think it'd
Villa,
be more Villa than Tottenham.
I was just saying Villa. Villa could pass us as well. Villa have been really good. So all I'm saying is that we need Jackson needs to improve. If not, bringing Nkunku on. But the thing is that I don't know if Nkunku is an out and out striker like that. So I want us to sign a striker, just a striker that I can trust that would actually take his chances and not fuck up like Jackson does.
Yeah.
Because Jackson, I don't care about the amount of goals he scored in London derbies. I don't care that he has the goals and assists he has. He's not good enough. Simple as not good enough. Do that against Saliba, Gabriel, City's defense, Liverpool's defense, where he's finished.
Yeah.
So finished. I don't see him going anywhere near Saliba and Gabriel. Don't see him.
I'm gonna get Callum involved here. Callum, genuinely off your thoughts, yeah. What's the top four predictions like? Genuinely being honest, if you're there.
top four,
Yeah, like genuinely being honest.
being honest.
Mm.
Like,
Even
City will
even if you're even your top six if you can't decide.
top six, you know. I personally think that fucking. I think that Man City will win the league. I think that doesn't matter about Rodri. I know with the stats and all whatever they say. I still think that they're gonna do well without Rodri.
Yeah.
Like
You do well with Rodri, though, that's the thing.
one man doesn't change a team or whatever. They drew to Newcastle. Newcastle's a decent side. Like Rodri doesn't. He's a world class player, but Man City have world class players that can replace him. That will still go on and win the league. Look at us.
Who would replace Rodri, though? Because
That's what we don't know. We
played
don't know. But there is players that can come on the bench and whatever do things that Rodri can do. But Rodri is obviously world class, much better player. I do think that will still win the league. Just slimly, if City go in and sign someone in January to replace him or something, if they're linked with someone.
That's a shout as well. No one thought of that.
You know what I mean? City could,
Oh, signing a midfielder.
City could go in January, sign someone I don't know with someone from Bundesliga or something that's doing well in the Rodri position.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I still think that City will win the league. Same with second. I do think Arsenal will get second place. I'd say I'll push City again, as usual. Great battle past 2 seasons. I still do think they will get second.
Yeah.
I think that City's squad depth is just too much for Arsenal at the moment. Arsenal still a great team, but their squad depth is not as much as City, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cities, a few cities subs could go into Arsenal's starting lineup. That's me being honest. I mean, that's me being dead honest. That they could, that's how good this. What did this? But, nah, this.
No, you're not wrong. Like, genuinely, some of City's subs could start for Arsenal.
Like, Grealish usually is on the bench a few times. He could go into Arsenal's lineup sometimes, you know. All the players like that, but yeah, no, I just still think it'll be a nice.
I think Doku replaces Martinelli straight away.
Yeah,
like,
Doku's
I won't start over Trossard.
like Jar Jar Binks is what I call him.
Okay, not over Trossard, but over Martinelli.
Oh, Trossard's been good. Trossard's been very good.
What about third, fourth, fifth, and sixth?
Third, fourth, and sixth. Third, I'm gonna say Chelsea. Bold.
That's
statement.
That's very interesting.
Bold statement.
Over Liverpool.
I don't think Liverpool's. I don't think Arne Slot has the thing they want and do what club did. Being honest, I think Chelsea's a much better team from what they were last season. With and good players.
Oh, will they be able to handle Pico Lopez?
No, they won't.
Pico Lopez.
Pico
I mean, I respect you for you saying that Chelsea be third, but if we have Jackson up front, we need to start.
Another half an hour Jackson runs.
There we go.
And
it doesn't matter about Jackson. Look what Palmer's after doing the other day. Palmer.
oh no. The thing is that Palmer's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but we can't rely on him every single time.
So that's Callum's top 6 predictions.
Okay, let's just talk about now. Obviously, the summer transfer window has
If you
just
say
ended.
Nicholas Jackson, I swear to
No, shut up. No, okay, I just want to know, obviously, I'm gonna say Jackson for something, like, so, but like, who would you want to start? Who would you want to like sign in January? Like, if you had
January, that is actually a good question.
Like, this is related to Jackson, but like, it's not me ranting. I just want to know, like, what players would you want to sign, and what position would you want your club to sign? I already have my answer. I just want to know, like, your take.
I'll go first. In January, who would I like to sign?
Yeah.
I would like to see. I would like to see another winger come in. To be honest with you, I know we have Ahmad and we have Garnacho, and we do have Anthony. He could, like, I don't know, like, come back and start playing well. But I would like to see another winger come in. We were going to get Elise, but he went to Bayern Munich. I think if Elise came in, we would have a completely different season than we had now. But obviously we can't change what has already happened. What winger would I like to see come in? Like, it's unrealistic, but it's probably more of a summer. It's probably more of a summer transfer window sign. But if there's one winger I would love to get, but I just think he's completely underrated, and I'd go with Rodrigo. I would love to see Rodrigo come to the Premier League. He's not really a January signing, but he's the only really winger I could think of. But if we couldn't get Rodrigo, I'd love to see us try get who else? Kingsley Coleman. I really like him. I would like to see us try get Elise, Rodrigo, or Kingsley Coleman. Which one's the cheaper option? Probably Kingsley Coleman, but my star signing for next season would be Rodrigo. What about you, Fintan?
January sign for Arsenal. See, we're not going to sign anyone in January. I can tell you that now.
Hmm.
Because players we signed for positions are just injured. They'll come back. They'll be like new signings. Honest, I wouldn't buy a striker in January. The striker mark in January is never good.
You don't think so, no?
No, not
I
in
don't know.
January.
So you don't really have like any options, no?
Probably. Oh, I don't know who, but a CDM just to back up right because yes, Partey can play there, but then Jorginho can play there. But the thing with Jorginho is he's good, but like he's not that. He's when you see him play, even when Rice was suspended against Spurs, him compared to Rice, it's not the same. The midfield's not the same.
Yeah,
So if
it's
I just sign,
Partey's not as good.
I'll just sign a CDM who I can't tell because I don't know anyone who's in the market at the moment.
Mm. Well, but I wonder where this is going. But Eric, what's your answer?
Okay, so obviously you guys know, like you guys have to admit, we have got Chelsea have got squad depth. Our
Mm.
second team is good. I think
You
our
have
second
too
team
much
is
squad
decent.
depth.
What?
You have too much squad depth.
Oh, we have way too much squad depth. Like so, obviously with the amount of players we signed, we don't need to really sign a new player. We have every position really covered. I I hope think Bowley might be cooking here, but
He
um,
never cooks.
well, with the way we're playing at the moment, he might be. Let's fingers crossed. I don't want to jinx it though, so I'm not really gonna say much. But again, I think our squad depth is good. Maybe, maybe some midfielders. I don't know. Maybe different. I don't know. But if so, first of all, I just think that we should try out Nkunku as striker to see if he's good enough. And if he's not, I think to think about it, like Fintan said, I don't think a striker is really a January signing. Don't really think so. I think it's more of a summer signing. But Aussie man is completely out the window, completely gone. So, but I would sign a new striker, just any striker that's good enough, worthy, that's better than Jackson and Kunku. I don't ever think Kunku is a striker. So yeah, really just a striker. But we have too much players, so just a striker that would actually take his chances and yeah.
See, Eric, you can't really blame
Okay.
Jackson. Obviously, he's not a good striker, right? But you haven't had a good striker in years.
Oh no, that's the thing, we haven't. Our last good striker, my earphones there. Our last good striker, I'm gonna say this right now, Tammy Abraham. You might not agree, but
I
Chelsea
actually
had a
agree with you.
Chelsea had a transfer ban in 2020 season. I think he had 15 goals in his first league, very young. He was our last good striker. I think he broke the number nine curse because our past number nines were shocking.
Mm.
But yeah, Tammy Abraham was our last good striker. But for one, our last proper good striker was Diego Costa. But the reason why we got rid of him was because of his attitude. Like Sean said, it doesn't matter if you're Ronaldo, it doesn't matter if you're Messi, it doesn't matter. No player is bigger than the club. If you have a bad attitude, then you don't deserve in the you don't belong in the club. So yeah, we got rid of Diego Costa due to the fact that his attitude was shit. Conte didn't like him. That's the manager. That's his decision.
Mm.
But yeah, we have had
See,
we have we
there's a difference. There's a difference. There's a difference of having like swagger and cockiness. But
yeah.
if you can have that, that's okay to have. And I'd rather my player have that. But don't think you're bigger than the club. That's all I'm gonna say.
Exactly. You don't know whether you can be anyone. You're not bigger than the club. But yeah, Chelsea haven't had a good striker in years. But I do think that we have a good attack and our midfield as well. I think our striker is now getting deliveries. So I just think that we need a striker that can actually take his chances and score those chances like a proper striker and not just pull be awful. But I wanna see more of Nkunku in like Premier League games, not like Carabao Cup games against fucking Wheelbarrow FC scoring a hat trick. No,
Yeah.
I wanna see Nkunku in Premier League games, and I wanna see if he fits in as a striking role as that number 9. And if he's not good enough, then we sign a striker. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I think our squad depth is fine. We don't need any more players. We have too much players.
You definitely don't
Way
need any
too.
more players.
We don't need. We have too much players.
You have 2 team buses.
We have 2 team buses indeed, boys. So yeah, I just want to try Nkunku. That doesn't work out. Then we sign then the striker. Realistically, it's not going to happen in January. So I say, we sign a striker that can take his chances and score goals. Because
Alright.
I think that we have a good delivery. We have good attackers that can make the passes. Palmer, Sancho, and sometimes Madueke. Mainly Net was better though. So yeah, that's what I think.
Alright, I just want to go around and ask everybody a question. Fintan, how long do you think we've been talking for? Rough estimate.
An hour and a half.
Close. Eric, what about you?
Pushing 2 hours.
Close. We've been talking for 1 hour and 17 minutes, and I'm just saying, like, that is like crazy for a first episode. Like, I did not expect us to talk this much and not bore each other out. But is there anything anybody would like to get off their chest? Why am I holding this? Is there why the fuck am I holding this? Is there anything anybody would like to get off their chest and say about their club before we end this episode? Because it is getting to the 2 hour mark, and I do not have all night because I need to go to sleep. So, is there anything anybody has to say about their club? I'm not passing the mic because it's expensive. So I'm just gonna pass my thoughts to Fintan. What is there anything you'd like to get to say about your club before the episode goes?
Don't say City will win the league too early. Because I think people obviously same thought to me. I'll go like Callum. City without Rodri's not the same.
See, without
That, that-
Rodri's not the same.
that's my words. City without Rodri's not the same.
Alright,
Like you see when Kovacic came on against Arsenal.
yeah. What about you, Eric? Is there anything you would like to get out and say about your club that you have, like, that you backed them, or is there anything you'd like to say?
That like I backed the club and like stuff that I backed the club.
Well, anything you'd like to say about your club before we end the episode?
Okay, fuck Jackson.
You just knew that one.
Madueke
I
too
hear
self.
that name more.
Start Neto instead of Madueke because Madueke too selfish. And then Chelsea fans don't have high standards for a club. Don't say we're winning the league. Top 4, I think we could get if we keep up this form. But winning the league, competing with teams like Arsenal and City, Arsenal have rebuilt for years and they're now good. I don't know, Fintan, have you finished your rebuild or not? I'm not too sure.
Nah, they haven't finished that rebuild. There's so many.
Not finished, but it's not really a rebuild anymore. It's more like
Just
building.
adding. It's more
Yeah.
buying better players for the
So
backups.
we are not an Arsenal. I'm not gonna say. Well, I'm gonna say City, but we're not an Arsenal and City. I respect Arsenal more in terms of this shit. I fucking hate you though because you were shit and you slowly became better. That's what I want Chelsea to be. I don't want Chelsea fans to just say, "Okay, we're winning the league." I want us to focus more on the Conference League. In my opinion, we haven't won that, so hopefully we can win that. Just be Chelsea fans focus more on the Conference League. We have not won that. And don't say we're gonna win the league because we're not. Realistically, I'm not gonna say we are gonna get top 4
You just have to get past Rovers first before you can win the conference.
standards of winning the league. We are not winning the league. We can get top 4. We're not winning the league. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And Chelsea fans, just don't hype up players because of one game. That's what I'm gonna say. That's it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say something about Manchester United now. I was just gonna say for Manchester United fans, don't say sack the manager and then stutter when you can't find a replacement. There's no one. Okay, Ten Hag might not be a good manager, if in your eyes, but there's no one out there right now that's not already managing a club that's gonna do better than him. There's no one like that's managing a club. I'm not saying that you do a better job than Pep Guardiola. I'm saying there's no one out there right now that's managing a club. That's not managing a club that's gonna do better. Ollie's not gonna do better than him. Tuchel's not gonna do better than him.
What is it on?
So that's literally what I said earlier. I said the only person that I would take at United to replace Ten Hag is Zidane, but I know he'll never come to us. It's like if Zidane called United today and said I want to manage, I'm all for it, man. I would love Zidane at the club, especially if he's going to be a better manager than Ten Hag. He's the only other manager out there right now that probably do a better job than Ten Hag.
I'm sorry to disrupt you.
Say like if you want Ten Hag out, yeah, fair enough. But like, there's like you have to find a replacement that's realistic. Like Zidane literally said before that he's not gonna manage ever in the Premier League, so that's out the window. Ollie cannot come back. Virtually just can't come back because he's not good enough. Tuchel, in my opinion, is not good enough for United, and neither is Southgate. So. Listen, you can say Ten Hag out all you want, but the board have literally came out to say, Ten Hag literally came out to say today in an interview, you can go look it up for yourself, Ten Hag literally said that the board back him and the plan is to stay together until the end of the season. So
I don't know why you said Ten Hag out though. He's won the FA Cup, like.
I'm not Ten Hag out, people are, but
like.
Why are you laughing for? Why are you laughing for? I'm just saying the news, bro. I'm just saying.
No, I'm not laughing at you.
But I say just back him because
I'm gonna give him. I'm willing. I'm gonna give him to the end of the season, and then I'll make my I'll make my final decision then. I can see this guy smiling. Man. Come on, Luke.
Cooking, not cooking. We're good. We're not good. We're mediocre.
Do you have anything to say on you making 100 millions in signings and then not signing any?
We haven't signed anyone.
Yeah.
We haven't signed a striker. That's good enough to. That's good. We're scoring goals. We need a striker that can. We need a new striker, being honest. That's actually scoring because we have a guy called Pirro. He's shit. Being honest, he's terrible. He's not that great. Comes off the bench, does nothing. So he scored every weekend, but he's not the best. We need a new striker. But the chap that we signed, Ramazani.
Yeah.
From Almeria, I think, or Spain. He's a lot like Somerville. Reminds me of Somerville. He's class. Like, not small. He's small. I don't know what foot he is, but he's tiny. When he's on the ball, he's going past players and no, but he's good. He reminds me of another Somerville.
Yeah.
I think he plays in the same position, or I don't know. But being honest, I don't think we're going to go up. I don't think we're good enough to go up yet. I think we need another season to rebuild properly. But the players that we have that we had last season, if we could have added the players that we had last season to this season, we would have went up.
Yeah.
Like, if we would have had your man Ramazani and Somerville, we would have been laughing, like. Yeah. So, I still don't think we're going to go up. I think we're going to stay down.
I want Leeds back in the Premier League.
I really want us to go up.
Fintan, do you want Leeds?
We all do.
Do you want Leeds back in the Premier League?
Yeah.
I mean, we all do. It's the same way I really want Chelsea to win the league, but that's just not going to happen.
I would like Leeds in a playoff final and to lose for this.
We'll edit that out if Callum wants to edit that out. But 2.0, here we go.
I think we can push for a league. We will get playoffs. 100% we're going to get playoffs. 100%. There's no ifs or buts. We're not getting below 6.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we will push whoever's going to win the league, because it's either going to be us, West Brom, Sunderland, or Burnley. Them
Yeah.
4 teams I reckon will up for the league. And I don't know if we'll be good enough to push for the league. That's us being honest.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll be
Oh,
able to.
No, no.
okay. And I want to
I
ask you
don't
a
think
question. So, Callum was obviously talking about where league. Where do we think our clubs are gonna finish, and what do you think our clubs are gonna win? Like, what titles are we gonna win at the end of the
Oh,
season?
so like he was gonna win FA Cup, Champions League.
Yeah, FA
So
Cup, yeah, all that type of shit.
I'll go first. Personally, obviously United are gonna have some good spells in the league this season, but we're not gonna stay consistent, I don't think. So I think it's an eight to sixth finish for us. This season we could surprise everybody and come fifth or maybe fourth, but I doubt it, to be honest with you. But in the EFL Cup, I think we can still win it. Like it is like we still can win the EFL Cup and the FA Cup. We're not, obviously, I don't think we'll win the Europa League, but I think sixth in the cup is the best we'll do this season. I think Real Madrid will probably win the Champions. If it's not Real Madrid, it'll be Bayern Munich. But Real Madrid or Bayern Munich is my favourite to win the Champions League this season. What about you, Fintan? Fintan's just
Oh, what do I say? What do I say?
what?
Carabao Cup. Who? I'm gonna go Newcastle.
That's a good show, you know.
I don't think it'd be a top four team that will win the Carabao Cup.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, I think. No, not Newcastle. Are Phillies still in it?
Uh,
I don't know who's in it.
Yeah, they scraped through, yeah.
yeah, they
No, no,
scraped her.
no. I think they got Wimbledon. I think they lost Wimbledon.
Are Philly or Newcastle for the Carabao? FA Cup, I'm gonna go. I feel like City are gonna win the FA Cup.
Mm.
Champions League, I'm gonna go Real Madrid. It's a safe show.
So boring though. So
It
boring.
is so boring.
It is so, but I can see Bayern.
Europa League, FC20, my team.
For now,
Europa League. I barely know anyone who's in the Europa League.
there's
Tottenham.
Conference
Spurs are
Here we
Conference League.
go.
Conference
Here we
League is an
go.
easy decision.
Here we go.
Vikinger.
Who the hell are they?
Vikinger.
Okay, well, that's just average fantasy Housley right there. I don't even
Anyway,
know.
have to be on my team. Just I have to be biased somewhere.
yeah, fair. That's fair enough, I
Okay,
guess.
another a three in a row. I'll be there. Okay, so now I'm gonna say my thing.
Did he just?
Premier League. Premier League. I don't want City to win it, but I don't want Arsenal to win it either. But
Just
I
say who
might
you're
want.
gonna think's win it, bruv.
I'm 50-50 between City. I'm actually 50-50 between City and Arsenal, to be honest with you.
Watch
I
him
don't know why.
Watch him say Nottingham Forest.
No, I said I'm 50-50 between City and Arsenal. Who knows? Arsenal might win the league. It's unlikely though. He's just ball it at some point. But maybe, who knows? Maybe you learn from your
Callum's
mistake.
crying,
What?
bro.
Oh my god.
No, it's not that you on it. It's not that you on it. It's based on
Okay. Can I? Okay, let me talk
So what I
anyways.
think it is.
Okay, so the Premier League. Wait, I can't even talk.
Nah, Eric, go ahead.
Okay, the Premier League. I'm just gonna say City to be safe because Arsenal could ball it again. And then the Europa League. Can you give me Sean, can you please edit that out?
Where's that?
It's on his story on Snapchat.
She still has me added on Snap.
We'll edit that out, Eric. Don't worry. But go ahead. You said City to win it. We'll say City to win the league. You said.
City to the league. I know boring, so boring. Um, Europa League. Can you guys please give me an intel on who the fuck is into Europa League?
United, Spurs. That's the only two I fucking know, to be honest.
United
None of these.
Sport, Fenerbahce,
Fenerbahce,
Porto,
Porto.
let me think. Ajax, I think.
Right, nah, they're not even in it, bruv. No, they
Right,
are.
yeah.
I think.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Sean, respectfully, you are not winning the Europa League.
Alright, but just say who's gonna win it then, you fucking dickhead.
Okay, I actually don't know because because I don't know who's in it, to be honest.
Alright, so
Um,
what about Carabao Cup?
Carabao Cup. What Fintan said, I think he's right about that.
Yeah.
I think either City would win it, or it could just
No,
be
I don't.
another team.
Pep's after saying he won't play. He'll only play sec B or C team in the Carabao.
Okay,
I think.
then in that case, it might just be like a club we wouldn't expect. Maybe like a Newcastle win or Aston Villa, I don't know. And then FA Cup, I feel Arsenal.
What about
You
Champions
said
League, Eric?
3 in a row. You said 3 in a row, but you've just ruined your 3 in a row.
No, no, I actually feel like you could win the FA Cup though.
What
Or
about Champions League, Eric?
Champions League. That makes that realistically, who are the favourites to win it apart from Real Madrid?
He just
Or
choose Real Madrid here.
It's
it's
just Real
just Real
Madrid.
Madrid,
It's just Real
just
Madrid.
Real Madrid thing, man. FA Cup, I think it could be Arsenal. If it's not Arsenal, then probably City. I don't even want us to get to the final and lose in Wembley because it can't be us. We're another
Five
loss to
in
Wembley.
a row. 5 in a row.
Yeah, and Conference League, I'm not even being biased. I just think Chelsea are too good for that right now, so I think we're winning it.
Cap.
Chelsea won't have enough for Fickinger.
I no, like I actually, if we don't win that, then I'll be very depressed. But I actually genuinely think we're gonna win that. Hope we do. So
Alright.
yeah, I think we're winning Conference League, and I think we should focus on that and top four. Chelsea fans can fuck off about winning the league.
Okay.
It's not happening.
There's one problem with using the Conference League. There's someone in your way.
Body is shield.
No.
Joe Redmond. Oh, he doesn't even play for
KSI.
me Rovers. Who the hell is this guy?
If you're looking for a striker, 24.
I mean, respectfully, Callum, after that shit show you put against Pat, I don't know if you're beating us.
Yeah, but we're still gonna beat us.
Oh.
No, there's someone else in your way, Eric.
Well,
Nicholas Jackson.
Ticklish Jackson.
he's not even gonna
Nicholas
start.
Jackson.
He's not even gonna start.
Ticklish
Okay,
Jackson. Who the fuck is that? I can't see.
I have no clue. Like,
Worth about 300 million.
okay, can I ask you a question? Who do you guys think is better, like honest, between Nkunku and Jackson?
They're
I
both
just want to
shit.
your thoughts.
I don't think any of them are strikers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know, but like, who do you think is better, in my opinion? Just like out of curiosity.
Nkunku.
Okay, Callum says Nkunku. What about you, Fintan the Sean?
I think a striker Chelsea let go of that they should have kept and is better than both Nkunku and Jackson. That as a striker is Fofana.
Who's Fofana?
He signed him off Ghent and he went on loan to Burnley and he actually did really well.
Is he in Burnley still?
Nah, he's gone to some club, man. I don't know where he's gone, but you sold him.
Okay, what about you, Fintan?
Nkunku's better, but I think Jackson's more adapt to the striker role.
Alright, so Nkunku's better. Okay, thank you.
Alright.
But Sean, who do you think better between Nkunku and Jackson, though? Just like, honest. I'm not even. I just want to know. Because I want to know if I'm being like delusional or not.
Nkunku's not really a striker.
That's what I'm saying.
He's more of a He's more of a centre forward, but probably,
He is,
probably,
but, like,
probably, probably, probably in QQ by a margin, scraping it.
oh, he does scrape it, but yeah. Okay, so that's really all we have to say.
Yeah, bro. I have an hour and 40 minutes of editing to do. That is the end of the podcast. Everybody for watching. That's the end of the podcast. I can't